When we think about decluttering, it's easy to believe that letting go of certain items means letting go of the memories attached to them. For many seniors, every object can carry a story, a connection to a loved one, or a reminder of moments gone by. This emotional attachment often becomes the main reason people resist decluttering, even when their homes feel overwhelming. But the truth is, memories don't live inside objects. They live in us, our hearts, our minds, and the relationships we've built over time. A photograph can capture a moment, but it's the feelings you carry inside that keep that moment alive. When we learn to separate the memory from the physical object, we realize that releasing clutter doesn't erase our past. It simply allows us to move forward with more lightness and freedom. A cluttered environment may feel comforting at first, but over time it can create hidden stress. Walking through crowded rooms, stepping around stacks of belongings, or facing overflowing closets every day gradually takes a toll on mental health. It creates a sense of heaviness, both physically and emotionally. By letting go of unnecessary items, you open up space that allows your home to breathe, and in turn, allows you to breathe. You start to notice the calmness that comes from being in a clear and organized environment. This shift is not about losing anything meaningful. It's about creating a foundation of peace that supports your health and well-being in powerful ways. A clutter-free home also contributes directly to safety, which becomes more important as we age. Extra furniture, piles of magazines, and boxes stacked in hallways are not just eyesores. They are hazards that increase the risk of falls and injuries. When seniors remove these obstacles, they create safer pathways, reduce anxiety about moving around, and encourage more freedom of movement. Safety is not just a practical benefit. It gives you confidence, which directly impacts your sense of independence and vitality. You feel more in control of your life when your space is arranged to support you, not hinder you. Decluttering also frees up energy. Every item we own requires a small amount of mental space and responsibility. Too many items can feel like too many unfinished tasks, quietly draining motivation and focus. When you reduce what you don't need, you reclaim that energy. You no longer feel weighed down by clutter, and you can use that renewed energy to focus on things that truly matter, spending time with family, nurturing hobbies, or simply enjoying moments of quiet reflection without distractions. The clarity that comes with open spaces has a direct effect on the clarity of your thoughts. Another beautiful aspect of decluttering is the way it strengthens gratitude. By choosing to keep only the items that bring joy or serve a purpose, you are intentionally highlighting the things that matter most. Every time you look around your home, instead of seeing piles of objects competing for your attention, you see meaningful pieces that tell your story. This shift in perspective naturally creates a greater sense of appreciation for the life you've lived and the people who've been part of it. It's not about stripping away your history, but about allowing your most precious memories to shine more clearly without being buried under clutter. When it comes to creating a clutter-free life, one of the most common mistakes is trying to do too much, too quickly. Many seniors feel overwhelmed at the thought of decluttering their entire home and push themselves to tackle everything in one go. The result is often exhaustion, frustration, and discouragement, which can make the process feel impossible. The truth is, lasting progress comes not from sudden bursts of effort, but from steady, manageable steps. Just as a plant grows little by little, your journey to a simpler, healthier home also happens through small, consistent actions that gradually build momentum. Starting small allows you to create habits rather than just temporary results. Clearing out one drawer, one shelf, or even just one corner of a room may not seem like much at first, but it sets the tone for what's possible. Every small win builds confidence and inspires you to keep going. The key is consistency, choosing to do a little each day, rather than waiting for the perfect time to take on the entire house. These smaller victories add up and make the process not only more achievable, but also more enjoyable. When you remove the pressure of perfection, you free yourself to celebrate progress rather than focus on what's left undone. This principle also applies to physical activity and health. Many seniors believe that staying active means committing to long, tiring workouts, but in reality, light, consistent movement makes the biggest difference. Gentle stretches in the morning, a short walk after meals, or even simple chair exercises can add vitality to daily life without draining energy. Just as with decluttering, the secret lies in making small efforts that you can sustain over time. Each step strengthens your body, keeps your joints flexible, and boosts your energy, creating a sense of accomplishment that motivates you to keep moving. Consistency brings peace of mind, too. When you know that progress is being made daily, you no longer feel the weight of an impossible task hanging over you. This reduces stress and helps maintain a positive outlook. The gradual pace also gives you more time to make thoughtful decisions about what to keep and what to let go of, rather than feeling pressured to rush through the process. It turns decluttering into a mindful journey, not a frantic chore. Another benefit of small, steady actions is that they fit naturally into your lifestyle. Instead of rearranging your entire day to tackle big projects, you weave healthy habits into your routine. Decluttering one drawer while waiting for dinner to cook, walking a few laps around the house during a phone call, or drinking an extra glass of water before bed are examples of how simple actions become part of daily life. When these moments add up, they bring about powerful transformations in both your environment and your health. By embracing small and consistent efforts, you give yourself permission to move forward at your own pace. Progress becomes sustainable, the process becomes less stressful, and the results become more lasting. The clutter begins to fade, your body feels more alive, and your spirit grows stronger, not through sudden, exhausting pushes, but through steady, meaningful steps taken every single day. A clutter-free environment does more than make a home look tidy. It directly impacts the way the mind and body function each day. When belongings pile up and spaces become overcrowded, the brain struggles to process the constant visual noise. This creates mental fog, heightens stress levels, and makes it difficult to relax. Seniors, who already face unique health challenges, often find that clutter intensifies feelings of overwhelm or confusion. By removing excess and creating order, the mind naturally experiences more clarity and calm. The simple act of opening a room that feels spacious and organized sends signals of peace to the brain, reducing anxiety and allowing deeper focus on what truly matters. The benefits of an uncluttered home extend into physical health as well. Many older adults experience limited mobility, and clutter can create dangerous obstacles that increase the risk of trips and falls. A single misplaced box or crowded walkway can become a serious hazard. By simplifying the environment, seniors create safer pathways that allow for more confidence and independence in moving around. A safer space reduces fear, which in turn encourages more activity. Instead of feeling restricted by surroundings, seniors gain freedom to move, exercise lightly, and perform daily tasks with less worry about injury. Safety and mobility together fuel a sense of vitality that clutter often robs from daily life. Sleep quality also improves when the environment is calm and orderly. A cluttered bedroom, filled with stacks of clothes, papers, or unused items, sends signals of chaos to the mind even at night. This can make it harder to fall asleep and to stay asleep, leaving the body restless and tired the next day. A tidy sleeping space, on the other hand, creates a soothing atmosphere where the mind feels at ease. Better sleep boosts energy, strengthens immunity, sharpens memory, and uplifts mood, all vital aspects of healthy aging. Decluttering, therefore, becomes a simple but powerful tool to restore natural rhythms of rest and renewal. Stress reduction is another profound benefit. Living among too many objects often creates a constant sense of unfinished work. Every pile or crowded shelf can feel like a silent reminder of tasks waiting to be done. This ongoing mental weight keeps the body in a low-level state of tension, which over time affects blood pressure, heart health, and emotional balance. When seniors clear out clutter, they lighten this invisible burden, giving themselves permission to relax. This calm state allows for greater enjoyment of hobbies, conversations, and everyday pleasures, creating more moments of joy and presence. The connection between environment and well-being is undeniable. When seniors choose to create open, organized spaces, they are not just tidying up their homes, they are nurturing their health. The mind feels clearer, the body feels safer, sleep becomes more restful, and stress melts away. This new sense of balance invites more energy and more room for laughter, movement, and meaningful connections, proving that a clutter-free environment is a foundation for a vibrant and fulfilling life. That a clutter-free environment influences well-being in ways many people don't initially realize. When a home is filled with piles of items, crowded shelves, and overstuffed closets, the brain is forced to process too much information at once. This constant stream of visual noise makes it harder to concentrate, think clearly, or feel at ease. For seniors, who may already face challenges like memory lapses or slower processing speed, clutter can intensify feelings of confusion or overwhelm. By clearing away unnecessary items, the mind gains a sense of space and calm, creating an environment that supports mental clarity and inner peace. The simple act of walking into a room that feels open and orderly can immediately shift mood and reduce stress. Clutter also affects the body in very practical ways. For older adults, every misplaced box, uneven stack, or crowded walkway can pose a genuine risk. Falls are one of the most common causes of injury in seniors, and cluttered living spaces increase the chances of tripping or losing balance. By organizing and simplifying their surroundings, seniors create safe pathways that make movement easier and more secure. This safety encourages confidence, and with confidence comes greater independence. Instead of feeling limited or hesitant to move about, seniors can enjoy the freedom of walking, stretching, or exercising lightly without fear of stumbling over obstacles in their own home. Another hidden impact of clutter lies in the quality of rest. A bedroom overflowing with clothes, papers, or unused items sends signals of disorder to the brain, even while trying to sleep. Restless nights, interrupted sleep, and feelings of fatigue in the morning often stem from the subconscious stress of living in a chaotic space. By creating a calm, uncluttered sleeping environment, seniors invite deeper and more restorative rest. Better sleep boosts memory, sharpens focus, strengthens immunity, and elevates mood, all of which are vital for maintaining energy and a youthful spirit. Stress is perhaps the most draining consequence of clutter. Each pile of belongings becomes a silent reminder of tasks undone, creating a constant undercurrent of tension. Over time, this low-level stress can affect heart health, blood pressure, and emotional stability. For seniors who should be enjoying their days with greater peace and joy, this kind of stress can quietly steal vitality. Decluttering removes this invisible weight, replacing it with a sense of order and control. With fewer distractions, the mind can rest, creativity can flow, and daily life feels lighter and more manageable. When clutter is removed, the benefits extend far beyond appearances. Clear spaces promote clear thinking, safe movement, restful sleep, and calmer emotions. Seniors who take steps to reduce clutter often find themselves with more energy to enjoy hobbies, more confidence to move freely, and more presence to connect with loved ones. A clutter-free environment is not simply about tidiness. It is about building a healthier, safer, and more joyful life that supports both the body and the mind. That a healthy lifestyle becomes much easier to maintain when the kitchen and living spaces are organized and free from clutter. Many seniors struggle with making good food choices not because they lack the knowledge, but because their surroundings make it difficult. When shelves are crowded with processed snacks, expired cans, and unused gadgets, preparing a nutritious meal can feel overwhelming. But when the kitchen is simplified and stocked with fresh, wholesome ingredients, it naturally becomes easier to reach for what truly supports health. A clean counter invites you to cook, a clear refrigerator makes it simple to see what's available, and an organized pantry helps you stay on track with healthy eating. Food is one of the most powerful tools for energy and vitality as we age. Choosing fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins gives the body the fuel it needs to stay strong. Simple changes, such as drinking more water, replacing sugary snacks with nuts or fruit, and reducing fried or heavily processed foods, can have remarkable effects. Seniors often notice improvements in energy, digestion, and even mood when they focus on fresh and nourishing foods. Decluttering the kitchen makes these choices natural and effortless, because the healthiest options are the ones most visible and accessible. Cooking at home also becomes more enjoyable when the environment is organized. Many people avoid preparing meals simply because it feels stressful to dig through crowded drawers or search for ingredients lost among clutter. When everything has a place, cooking transforms from a chore into a calming, creative act. This shift not only benefits health, but also brings back the simple pleasure of preparing food with care. Seniors who take time to cook their own meals are able to control what goes into their bodies, reducing excess salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, while increasing the nutrients that keep them youthful and energetic. A clutter-free kitchen also encourages mindful eating. When food storage and dining areas are calm and clear, meals are less rushed and more intentional. Instead of eating in front of a television or while distracted, seniors can focus on the flavors, textures, and enjoyment of each bite. This kind of mindful eating helps prevent overeating, supports better digestion, and increases satisfaction with smaller portions. It turns meals into moments of nourishment for both the body and the spirit. Diet and lifestyle go hand in hand, and the benefits of a tidy space extend beyond food. With fewer distractions and less stress from clutter, seniors find it easier to stick to healthy routines like regular hydration, light physical activity, and proper rest. It becomes easier to track habits, prepare meals ahead, and enjoy the process of living well. A clutter-free environment doesn't just create order in the home, it creates order in daily choices, making health the natural outcome. An organized, clutter-free space allows seniors to focus on what truly matters. By simplifying the kitchen and making healthy foods the center of attention, older adults can take small, consistent steps that keep their bodies nourished, their energy high, and their outlook bright. In this way, decluttering becomes more than a household task. It becomes a doorway to lasting health and vitality. Decluttering is often seen as a practical task, but its true power lies in the mindset you bring to it. Many seniors approach it with feelings of sadness, believing that letting go of objects means letting go of their history or admitting to change they are not ready to face. This mindset can make the process feel heavy, even painful. Yet, when you shift perspective, decluttering becomes less about losing and more about gaining. Each item you release is not a piece of your past disappearing, but rather a step toward a lighter, freer, and more joyful future. With a positive mindset, what once felt like a burden becomes an opportunity for growth and renewal. One of the biggest mistakes is attempting to do it all alone, which can make the process isolating. Inviting family or friends to join in turns it into a shared experience rather than a solitary challenge. Stories can be told as items are sorted, memories can be celebrated, and laughter can replace hesitation. Social support not only makes the process easier, but also enriches it. Instead of focusing on what is being given away, the focus shifts to the connections strengthened in the process. The presence of loved ones brings encouragement and lightness, helping seniors see decluttering as a celebration rather than a loss. Positivity also helps in recognizing the benefits that come with a clutter-free space. Rather than focusing on what is gone, the attention turns to what is created. Open rooms that invite relaxation, safe spaces that encourage freedom of movement, and clear surfaces that make daily life easier. These benefits build motivation to continue, as each change feels like a reward. With each small success, confidence grows, and the process no longer feels like an obligation but a gift you are giving yourself. A positive outlook makes it easier to make decisions, too. When seniors view decluttering through a hopeful lens, the questions shift from, "What do I have to give up?" to "What do I want to make room for?" This simple change in thinking transforms the process from something restrictive to something empowering. Instead of resisting change, the mind begins to welcome it. Every item let go of is a chance to say yes to peace, yes to safety, yes to health, and yes to joy. Mindset also shapes how energy is experienced during and after the process. A negative outlook drains energy, while a positive one fuels it. With positivity, even small efforts feel uplifting and empowering. Decluttering stops being about the weight of decisions and becomes about the lightness of freedom. Seniors who approach it with gratitude and optimism discover that their homes feel not only cleaner but also brighter, as though new energy has entered their lives. By embracing positivity and seeking support, seniors transform decluttering into a pathway toward vitality. They discover that freedom comes not from holding on tightly, but from letting go with joy. A clutter-free home becomes more than a tidy space. It becomes a reflection of a healthy, vibrant mindset that keeps the spirit young and the heart full of possibility.